Hi guys, it's Maddie. How you doing? You ever have one of those days where you have like 2,000 things to talk about, but nothing? I'm like having one of those minutes, days. I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought maybe we could talk about the makeup I slapped on my face today, and then go from there. See if we do have something to talk about, and if not, I guess we're no worse for the wear. So on my eyes now, this is funky. I've never ever had a palette. I've not had a palette like this since, I hate to bring it up, but the 80s. These are very pastel. They are very pigmented. And yeah, I didn't know that when I did my eyes. So what I have in the inside is purple. And then I have silver. And then I had the pink. And then I did the purple again because I got a little nervous. I didn't know what to do. It's a little out of control in this box. But it's AETHR Beauty. I thought it was Arthur AETHR. This, I was surprised. I was very impressed with this. I will definitely use it again once I learn how. And I like that very much. Now, what goes under that? Today I mixed that up a little bit because I knew they were lighter colors. I didn't know how light. So the what I laid down under my eyes is actually my skin tone, or a little darker actually than my skin tone. So I thought it would help the colors not do exactly what they're doing. And that's my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and that is actually in 01. It's not the fake 01. It's the real 01, and that's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Again, I love that line. Just can't go wrong with it. I used two eyeliners today. I did use my super special Handayan Chinese eyeliners that my kids found out that I'm using and are mad at me. One is a lavender and one is blue. Yeah, they weren't happy. Why are you putting that on your eyes? You're never going to be able to see again, blah, blah, blah. And, I figure half the money shit that I get anyway probably comes from China. I've seen it on the back. I'm not completely retarded, but, I don't think I'm supposed to say it anymore. I'm sorry. On my lashes, I have Pat McGrath. Again, a phenomenal mascara. I do wish the wand was a little better, like the in Maquillage, which has the comb. It's a basic wand. An amazing formula. I really like the Pat McGrath lipstick. So let's see. Oh, well, we're going in all kinds of orders here today. So then I went to the skin, and I started with NYX Pore Filler Primer. I've never used this before, and I was very pleasantly surprised. I usually use the e.l.f. What you call it? Pore putty, e.l.f. Pore putty. And I was like, I'm going to try this. I'll give it a try, see what happens. And it really did. It fills in all your pores. It helps the makeup lay down better. I was very pleasantly surprised with that as well. Right? I should be like in a good mood. I'm all pleasantly surprised all over. All shitty. On my face, I laid down my Lumi cushions. I used two of them. One is C2 and one is N2 because when it's exact match, I always need two of them to, now I did set that a little bit today, a very little bit in the T-zone, and of course the eyes before I put the shadow down. And today was the Milani Prep Set and Glow in 02. Again, this is another really great product. I don't know that this is particularly underrated. Like people do know about it and talk about it. The Milani Prep Set and Glow is very good as far as powder goes. And being older, I have a problem with powder. So that was my setting powder. I did use a finishing powder today. I did. Oddly, and I don't usually do that. Okay, so let's go with cheeks. On my cheeks today, I have my Complex Culture. And it's in the colors Power Player and Pink Slip. And that comes with the bronzer and the blush, which is really cool. It's very convenient. So I just pulled that out and used that today. That was another, that's Complex Culture. That's Ipsu's brand. I think that's the only place you can buy it. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not done yet. There's still more stuff. I put even more stuff on my face. Jesus Christ. I used the Prism Glow palette by Dominique Christian. Dominique, dear Lord. This is very, very pretty. This is the one I used. It's very white pink. I don't know if you can see it. This is a paste that goes down when your skin is like dry. It's really cool. It helps you if you want to, you know, start the glow underneath the foundation and everything else, which I usually don't have to, because usually when I'm done, you can see me from freaking outer space anyway, if I'm lucky. But the eyeshadows today did a bit much. I didn't want to, you know, go crazy. So I did use a little bit of the Dominique Cosmetics Prism Glow highlighter, the pink one. It didn't have a name. Now for my lips, again we went with Huda and Huda. We have Trophy Wife today is the pencil, and again Catwalk Killer, and that's the Huda Demi Matte. I cannot recommend this enough. This is great for people. I don't know if it's just me. I constantly get lipstick on my teeth. Like, I know all the tricks and everything. I just have very small lips, but I have a very big mouth. And yeah, so I always have a problem with that. What's really nice about this is it dries down. And once it dries down, I'm like 75% more comfortable. You know, I'm not checking my teeth. I've been very careful lately as to what I can and cannot put on my lips. And I guess it's an age thing. Not only do you get bigger as you get older, sometimes like gravity hits and my eyes are down, my lips are down. So I think it has something to do with just getting old and with the lipstick on the teeth. And one thing that I always had a thing about was having lipstick on my teeth. I don't know why. Maybe because it was going to become a thing. God hated me early. I don't know. Now, I did use a finishing powder. I don't know why. I think I just wanted to see what would happen. I used the Morphe Filter Effect in number 2. And again, this was really nice for a powder. Very happy with it. It does come with a little sponge on the inside, but I don't, yeah, I haven't. I've used it once or twice probably. I try to use like brushes and stuff like that. And last but not least, we have the Ciate Everyday Vacay stuff you spray on your face when you're done. Now, Wayne Goss brought up something really brilliant about these sprays that I hadn't realized, and it's not just me, but I've seen people do this, that you can put a ton of powder makeup on, or if you put your foundation on and it's a little too much powder, or you powdered out the contour and the blush, any spray, any setting spray, any prep spray, any primer spray will take it down a notch. They just, they help dissipate the powder, basically, is what happens, believe it or not. And some of them are meant to seal your face, and some of them will do that. Others will just really calm down the powder, and that's a waste of money, I think. Just don't put it on in the first place. But it's easy to say, I tried to stop using powder. About 2-3 years ago it started, and it's been downhill since then, because I'm getting older, and the powders, I'm not even trying I'm trying higher end stuff, and it was getting to be a problem. So I have to be very, very picky with any finishing powder, even setting powders. I'm learning that my face is drier on the outside. Then I still, of course, have my T-zone. So yeah, so that's what I wore today. And I had a bunch of things to talk about and nothing at all, like I said. It was funny. My son suggested, actually, and my daughter, I was at the doctor 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know. I used to go to the doctor all the time. Like, I can barely make it there now. And that was when I got the shots in my shoulders. And we were discussing medications, my doctor and I, because, this is long term. I've had it since I was 25. We treated it. And when people think of pain medications, I know they jump to narcotics, and they do tend to end up there. But there are things like non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, like Celebrex. I can't live without that. That I need. I take gabapentin for my nerve pain, stuff like that. So the narcotics, I've been on the same and or similar dose since I was 34. I think we looked back. So it's been 15, 16, 17 years I've been on the same dose, because I said, can we talk about my pain meds? I don't know if it's the weather or my age or what, it's not working so well. I'm not doing good anymore, you know? And he goes, my hands are tied. My hands are tied. I said, what do you mean your hands are tied? You're my doctor. And what are you going to do? Help me feel better. And unfortunately, I guess with all the laws and everything going on, my doctor actually told me if I wanted medication of the ilk that I require or what I need, he actually recommended that I write my congressman. And he wasn't kidding. He wasn't kidding, because my daughter was with me, and my daughter kept looking at him, I guess, when I would talk and then look away. She could tell that my doctor felt very bad for me. And I know there's an epidemic and a problem, and people are being stupid with pharmaceuticals. But there are people out here in the world that need it, just like the Nick juice. I quit smoking because of vape pens. I still have an occasional vape pen. Okay, this, you're going to get a little steam out of there, okay? Now, my Nick right now, I'm down to 3 milligrams of nicotine, and I probably take about 5 to 10 little hits of that a day. That's all I do. I am at the end of my juice, all the juice I had. I was lucky enough, I was able to get it myself, but because I live in New Jersey, they decided they're going to ban everything that's flavored for everybody, and nobody can smoke liquids and pods and any of that. And I think there's a danger there. I don't like, no, you can't have this, number one. This is, free country. It was out there. It was released initially. And I think it was a horrible thing to just take them all back. It's very easy to keep them out, proof the people that buy them. Just proof them. Shouldn't be a problem, but because kids got to fuck around with the jewel, everybody loses out. So then, same thing with the medications, I guess, and there are problems, and I know that, I do. I don't think that should detract from the people that are, not all of us we're trying to ease the life out of living, not the death out of dying or the dying out of death. It's about living and trying to get around and do things. And like, I want to join the Y. I heard there's a Y near me that has an arthritis pool, which is like a warmer pool to help, work the joints and stuff like that. And if I was able to get there, like on a guaranteed, 2, 1, 3, 5 days a week, I'm not picky, just to be able to do more to live. And it was so sad because my doctor's never this empathetic. He was extremely, but he has all my MRIs. And I said, well, aren't they good, with the state or anything? And even one of the vomit drugs I take, I believe, because I have stomach issues with the Ehlers-Danlos, is, he was talking anti-cancer medication, but I looked at him. I said, you look me in the face and you tell me that I have less pain than a cancer patient, and I will never bug you again. I will never say a word. You tell me that. And he looked at me and he goes, well, I can't say that. He goes, you do. You live in a lot of pain, and I can't help you right now. And that's just terrible. So I don't know what the laws are, but they need to work themselves, there's a way you can tighten things down, maybe with prescriptions and records and identification, just like the jewel things. And I don't know, but I just feel like people are losing their rights to things, and stupid things. Stupid about, if I want to sit there and blow a cloud at the end of the day, a bubble cloud out of my vape pen, I should be allowed to do that. If I want to buy the juice in my state, which my state won't let me do, I can only buy tobacco salts, which would put me so far back, I might as well just pick up smoking again. And I have been clean. It was 4 years in August. I think that would suck. I think why do we have to just take away from everybody and punish, the ones that aren't screwing around with shit, whether it's the jewels or the medicines or other things that you can't obtain, because other people fuck it up for the ones that don't, So I guess that's just weighing on my mind. We had some kind of bombshell weather pattern that hit here, and I guess it mimicked a nor'easter or something, but what that just means for me is barometric pressure and humidity, which is excruciating. It's absolutely excruciating. And, you know, there's some meds I have, there's a legal medicine that you can smoke. And that is really good, you know, for some muscle pain and some nerve pain. It does help with the muscle, but it does nothing for the bones. It does nothing for bone pain whatsoever. It does help with appetite if you have an appetite problem, you know, if you don't eat like you're supposed to, for whether you're in pain or whatever, you know, is stopping you from being able to eat, you know. Oh God, I just lost my train of thought. Forgive me. I hope I don't still have brain fog, because then I shouldn't be talking to anybody. Yeah, so that was like part of everything and part of nothing. I was hoping to talk about like music and just sometimes the soundtrack on your life on a radio, you don't realize, you know, like I was a metalhead and rock and roll and good music. And well, my kids and I will put on the computer and like we'll listen to Duran Duran or George Michael or Prince. And I'm like, oh my God, that was my sophomore year. That was my junior. Oh my eighth grade year. Oh, we went to Boston when this song came out. And it's so cool because like I was really never attributed them to somebody I listened to. I would have never admitted I listened to them, any of them probably back then. It probably wasn't cool enough. And just to think that that's been the whole soundtrack of my life is wild. And we got a new station around here, and that's everybody in the New Jersey, New York area. And I'm so happy, but I feel bad. We had one country station. It was 94.7. I don't know the letters, but I only know it because my daughter listened to it, because like I don't like country at all. It's not my thing. So she puts on the radio one day, excuse me, in the kitchen, and they're playing like a 90s throwback, like Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison, like some good shit, right? And I'm like, what's going on? This is your country station. And they changed it. And what they're playing are all the hip hop and rap hits from the 90s and the early 2000s. And let me tell you, they got some jams, you know, songs that I forgot that we had some good damn times too. I miss those. I do. I'm sure there's more, but something about being 20 to 25 that is just so magical. Oh, all right. Well, I guess that's it. So much for nothing. You know, I still have that birthday, the 21-year-old birthday thing I gotta want to tell you about. My daughter wants me to tell you about, or tell her about. I think she just wants to have it forever unfilmed. So we'll get to that next time. I hope everybody, you have a wonderful day. I hope whatever it is goes right, goes the best it can, and everything just kicks ass. Good luck to you. Have a great day. And, you know, feel free if you'd like to sub. I'm usually here, sit here, we BS. You get me in the comments. Please feel free to comment. That's open too and will be. And I guess that's it. So I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. You know, and do with this hand. Bye.